This is the Despair 13 and welcome to an episode of World of Warships. Now, I don't play this game often if you haven't noticed, but I feel like I've been making some real progress in this game. I definitely don't carry the game, I don't secure the win, I'm not the biggest fish in the ocean. I'm just trying to do my best, better than what I was doing last time, better than the time I did before, and consistently compete against myself. Now, that might seem a bit odd, might seem a bit off, but that is how I want to take my approach to video games. How I've always done it is, I always want to be better than what I did last time. And in World of Tanks, I do admit sometimes something slips my mind and I do way worse, and it frustrates me because I know what I should be doing. World of Warships, on the other hand, I don't play enough of to actually know, okay, so this is exactly how I'm supposed to do things. Okay, this is how I'm supposed to exactly do this. I mean, yes, at times I get frustrated with my aim, but I've never been an accurate shot in any game. You've probably seen some of my World of Warships, World of Tanks. When I did like a few episodes of Black Ops 2, I've never been accurate. I can get close, which is why I like shotgun kind of things, but I've never been sniper accurate. At least under heavy pressure. So I miss shots, I make shots. That's all I can really say I can do right now. But I will do better. Why do I know I will do better? Because I consistently compete against myself. So, yes, this Quirky Baby, extremely good World of Tanks player. I'm not trying to compete against him, because I know I'll lose. What I'm trying to compete against is myself. And that's more down to me trying to consistently get better and better and better at the games that I play. Because I feel like if I show up on a team, I'm gonna have to be carried, and if the rest of the team doesn't, then, well, the game's kind of screwed. But in World of Warships, I give myself a little bit more slack, if you will. I don't play this game enough to know how all the mechanics work. I don't play this game enough to know exactly where to go, where to be, how to do this, how to do that. I mean, I think my highest tier ship is tier 5 New York. It's been like that since about the first week of the game coming out. At least to the public. And I don't necessarily play this game day in, day out, like I sometimes do with World of Tanks. But I've played this game enough, watched a few tutorial videos, to kind of get a heads up as to what I'm supposed to be doing, a general idea of what I'm supposed to be doing in most situations. So like Destroyer, out in the open, spotted, nowhere to really run, pop smoke. That's simple. Let's see. American Destroyer, short torpedo range, will be spotted well before you can launch some torpedoes. Probably should be firing your guns. What else is there? Don't slow down a whole lot while spotted. And there's a ton of things that I know the generals of. It's not like in World of Tanks where I know, okay, angle at 30 degrees, every shot will bounce off the 70-degree angled armor. However, when it comes to using a light tank, don't even bother, try not to get hit in the first place. And what you'll see me doing right now is I'm trying to reverse, back up, turn around, and it's creating some confusion for that enemy destroyer because I'm unpredictable. Yes, I'll go backwards, I'll go forwards, I'll turn left, I'll turn right, but the combination of those is not finite. And me being an American destroyer, he can't put up with my firepower for very long. In fact, what you see me do here is probably not the brightest idea. I put one ahead, I put one ahead again, thinking that, you know, he'll go after me. He's definitely trying to sink his teeth into me. He's trying to put his torps at me, and I think I just took out his engine. Well, it'd be a real shame if someone were to light him on fire. And I'm not saying I will, I'm not saying I won't. I'm just saying I know that sometimes just hitting the repair button isn't the good thing to do. It isn't the right thing to do. In a battleship, if you've got one fire and you've got a lot of health, don't worry about the fire. Worry about incoming torpedoes. Worry about incoming shells. Worry about being set on fire again. If you are on low health, yeah, I can see why you would immediately burn the repair kit. Well, I guess repairability, I should say, to make sure you don't burn to death within the span of time it takes before another fire gets set. Or you're on fire and you don't want to take another hit and go down, so you use the damage, I think it's the damage control ability. I think I've called it repair kit, repair ability, something like that. But sometimes doing stupid stuff like beaching yourself behind an island when you know there are torpedoes being fired, as though you're going to just come flying around the corner. Pretty good idea. In a destroyer, every hit can be deadly, every fire can end you, so you don't want to be using any of that. And he's going in a fairly straight line. He's probably putting torpedoes at me, but I anticipate it, and I start to turn. I've already put torpedoes in the direction I thought he would go, and now I'm under fire from what, if I remember correctly, is St. Louis and that Kurasov, something like that. And I know that thing has torpedoes as well. I take a big hit. I can't take too many more hits. I need to get out of here. I need to go. There goes torpedoes. So he's not spotting me, meaning I'm fairly safe to pop smoke, get out of line of sight, stay hidden. Because the smoke screen is between me and them, they can't see me, except, of course, the well, I won't say non-existent, the artillery, not the artillery, so used to World of Tanks, the aircraft that were on the other side of the mountain. Okay, so glad to know I wasted a smoke screen, just great. And you know, at this point I decided, you know what, probably could deal a lot more, considering that those aircraft just went overhead. They're out of range to see me. And that's when I get spotted again, and I'm just about had it with these aircraft. I really have. So I decided, you know what? Who's next? St. Louis. Not the brightest thing to be going up against in a destroyer on low health such as I. But if I can keep maneuvering, chances are he's not going to be able to get a clean shot on me. So he's got one fire burning. And I don't know if he's put it out. I don't know if he's got his damage control ability, so I'm not really wanting to take very many chances. My next thought is maybe I could ambush him. Maybe if I come around this corner at the exact right time, I've been spotted. He's going too fast, he's going too fast. I'm not going to be able to get the torpedoes on him, so I open fire with my guns. His shots fly over my head. I can't take damage. I can't afford to take a hit. So I do a quick U-turn, pop around the corner, and I start to think of putting more torpedoes in his direction. But because the torpedo thing is going all over the place, I can't 100% tell which way he's going. But I'm an American destroyer. I've got high explosive in my guns. Might as well open fire on the enemy Congo. There's the friendly Kirzov, the cruiser with the torpedoes from the Russians. Yeah, that one. So he comes down the corner. Well, I won't say well out of torpedo range, but he's probably gonna eat those torpedoes right there. Okay, so now there's a Congo. I fire around the corner. Well, I fire slightly in front of the corner in an attempt to get some hits on him, but I don't exactly know what his speed is. I don't have a good lead on him. Well, I'm not sure I do. But he's sailing near islands. I'm an American destroyer. I love it when ships sail near islands and let me ambush them. And at this point, it's really just a grab for damage. I mean, with how World of Warships goes, you start to lose ships, and it just steamrolls, well, snowballs, I should say, from there. Much in the way that Armored Warfare used to go. Torpedoes? Torpedoes. Torpedoes. Oh, Friendly Phoenix fired torpedoes while I was in front of him. Glad to know he's looking out for my well-being. But I come around. Come on, get out of the way, Island, get out of the way. He stopped dumping torpedoes into the water. And I decided, you know what? I'm not going to turn back into the torpedo Sphinx, and I'm not going to continue into a straight line, going right across his guns. So I think instead what I'll do is I'll get up close and personal. Now I need to worry about secondaries here. A good hit from the secondaries and I am out, meaning I need to put him down as quick as possible. Didn't know if the first one would put him out, but it definitely does. And look at more torpedoes. I wonder where those came from. And now the rest of this is just me trying to get to the other side of the map to take care of the last enemy battleship, which I unfortunately don't get to do. Sorry, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert a little too late, but hopefully you enjoyed this video, and the video that was done earlier today. I really did enjoy those replays. And if you haven't noticed, this week's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be putting one video out fairly early in the morning, 8 o'clock my time, and then I'll be putting one out 8 o'clock my time again, but instead of in the morning, at night, to kind of give the people who don't exactly have the same sleep schedule that I do the chance to at least get to a video soon enough that they can respond while I'm still up and about. Not while, you know, for what might be 5 o'clock in the morning for, I guess, someone watching this video. Instead, it would be about roughly the same time I'm awake, instead of, you know, midnight here, 5 o'clock somewhere else. I can't do that, but still, I do believe that I've shown off a little bit of how to play this destroyer, and I'm quite happy about doing so. I mean, it's not like I did anything massive. I only got a few dumb ships to run straight and headlong into my torpedoes. That's about all I did. But if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and share. It really does help out the channel. If you want to keep up to date with my uploads or just show general support for my channel, please subscribe. And if you have a replay of your own, send it to the email down in the description with the post-battle results screens. And I will do my best to get it recorded as soon as possible. But anyway, this has been the Death Sphere 13. I hope you enjoyed the video. Signing off. Bye.